gentlemen, introducing their opponents. First, he is the PCW Ultra Heavyweight Champion, Penta El Zero Miedo.
You can take your 10-minute pose and shove it. Now this is how you make an entrance. Nita Strauss, the guitarist, current guitarist for the legendary Alice Cooper, playing the champ, Penta El Zero Miedo, and the legendary Great Muta to the ring. What a moment.
And I'm just sitting back and watching the legend, Great Muta, and the future legend, Penta El Zero Miedo. We are in store for something special here in this main event.
You hear the crowd erupt there for the champ, the only two-time PCW Ultra Heavyweight Champion, Penta El Zero Miedo. And you want to talk about champions, how about his partner, the Great Muta, 8-time world champion when you factor in IWGP All Japan Triple Crown and the NWA World's Heavyweight title. Won that title from the icon Sting back in the day. What a team, Muta, Penta. Two of the great wrestling traditions in the world of Mexican lucha libre and Japanese strong style, culminating here. A celebration of pro wrestling, a celebration of these two greats at Anniversary 2K18.
So impressive. This is the ring garb of the Great Muta. And what a partner for Muta to come here to PCW Ultra and join up with the PCW Ultra Heavyweight Champion, Penta El Zero Miedo.
Ladies and gentlemen, their opponents. Introducing first, he is the PCW Ultra Heavyweight Champion, Penta El Zero Miedo. His tag team partner, he is the greatest professional wrestler to ever step foot out of Japan. He is the legendary Great Muta.
There you see that legendary mist, and now Ultra and Callahan getting the jump on Zero Miedo and the Great Muta. Ultra all over Muta on the outside, and more blatant disrespect by these two.
Why is it disrespectful that Johnny Ultra and Sami Callahan go right after their opponents? They're looking for a victory here, Todd. It's not disrespectful, it's great strategy.
In what might be the Great Muta's final U.S. matchup, not even allowing him to get that response from the crowd, just jumping all over the legend. You know, expect some leniency from the official here because it's such a high-profile matchup, one that has garnered interest from the multitudes around the world. We want to see action. We want to see a winner here. There's a lot of bad blood, and Muta finds himself right in the middle of it. Reversal by the Great Muta. Ultra tastes the rail on the outside.
Ooh. Hard shot, hard right hand by Sami. So many dynamics in this match. Although it's a tag team match, so many implications for the heavyweight championship here at PCW Ultra. Sami Callahan challenging in the past. Johnny Ultra, a former PCW heavyweight champion. And of course, Penta El Zero Miedo, the current PCW heavyweight champion. So many storylines, all within this one match.
Muta has faced the greats in Japan and U.S. greats as well. Muta, legendary battles with the likes of Sting, Ric Flair, even the Hulkster himself. But I don't know if he's been into battle with anybody as aggressive and as brash as Callahan and Ultra. Nice counter there by the champ, Zero Miedo on the outside. And this thing hasn't sniffed the ring, partner.
Muta getting that kick in the midsection of Johnny Ultra. I once watched Muta during a match with Hulk Hogan run all the way up a 300-foot ramp and sprint back down just to clothesline Hulk Hogan back into the ring. The intensity and striking of Muta will never be compared to anyone else in this industry.
Great Muta, such an icon. Remember when he first debuted here in the States with Gary Hart as his manager? He was just so unique, almost unnerving. An absolute icon that has reinvented himself time and time again over the years. But this type of matchup where anything goes on the outside certainly seems to play into the wheelhouse of Callahan and Ultra.
Callahan barking orders on the outside, and they just sent the champion right into that chair.
Seems as if Ultra and Callahan might have taken some lessons from that all violence is legal carnage that we saw out of the tag team champs, War Beasts, earlier. And now a Matt, when do you think you'd spitting on him?
God. You know what? I don't condone that. You cannot spit on a legend like the Great Muta.
Callahan mentioned that he has a lot of respect for Muta, but he will hurt the legend to take out his ultimate prize, that being Penta El Zero Miedo. And Johnny Ultra and Callahan remain in the driver's seat in this main event matchup that has turned into really a tornado-type tag team matchup.
How long are we into this match, partner? 5-6 minutes, the entire match taking place on the outside of the ring.
Yeah, because of a sneak attack by Ultra and Callahan right at the end of the introductions.
A sneak attack?
Maybe now, I thought we were going to maybe get some more of that 10-minute pose, going for a victory lap, but they run right into the boots of Penta and Muta.
You can feel in the building the anticipation all night to watch the great legend, the Great Muta, return to the United States. As my partner Todd Kennelly alluded to earlier, it could be his last match here in the States. What an honor it is to have him here, but he's not just here to make an appearance. He is here to help Penta put these two guys down.
No doubt about it, and Penta El Zero Miedo and the legendary Great Muta have turned the tide in this thing now, and perhaps Rick Knox can regain some control. Got 2 men in, 2 men out, so now standard tag team fair, although more blatant disrespect.
In Ohio, that's actually an expression of love.
Why don't you go spend some more time there, pal?
Sammy inviting a chop from one of the toughest chops in the country.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that'll absolutely cave in your chest cavity.
Sammy's face tells the story. He instantly regretted inviting that chop.
That is some serious buyer's remorse, that is for sure. The PCW faithful, Ultra faithful, asking for Ultra wants another one. And you're right, partner, the champ, Penta El Zero Miedo, one of the most vicious strikers we have ever seen.
And transversely, his tag team partner, the Great Muta, is the greatest striker we've ever seen.
Audible called there by Penta as Callahan covered up upstairs, but a vicious leg kick. And they have taken Ultra and Callahan out of their game plan. They've got them frustrated.
They really are. As Penta now just as fresh as a daisy and Callahan reeling.
Tell you what I'd love to see after that leg kick. Maybe a nice little dragon screw from Muta if he gets the tag. Tag is made. Oh, how about this, partner? What a moment. Flashing elbow by the Great Muta. How's that for a war face? I love it.
Muta dropping that elbow so viciously that his mask just flew off. And I gotta tell you, that elbow is just as good as it was in 1989.
And now the STF. Muta up to the task. And can you believe it if Callahan has to tap? Ultra makes the save.
How dare you, Todd Kennelly? There is no chance that Sami Callihan is ever going to tap. You could have a machine gun shooting shots into his temple, and he'll still fight on.
Well, a MUTA STF is just about as lethal, I would wager.
Callihan, oh God!
I think that one was a little south of the border, pal.
Indeed, landing that shot right on the groin. And why don't you call that cheap? Huh? When Penta El Zero Miedo does it, a kick right to the dick, you say nothing.
I say you fight fire with fire. Callihan and Ultra attacked him before the bell, got the cheap shot. I think it's expert strategy, Christian Cole. It's strategy, Christian Cole.
Your silence speaks volume.
Obviously, the official's allowing a lot to go, so why not take advantage? Penta has got the crowd in the palm of his hand. And MUTA playing along, and what a moment again. I mean, this, you just almost wish we could just sit back and enjoy it like all the fans, Christian.
It's absolutely been such a great weekend here for PCW Ultra. Our 2nd year anniversary, our relationship with Fight. We're now streaming live across the world on iPay-per-view.
And got to go back to what just happened. That vicious clothesline by Sami Callihan. That is a strike that he put away Willie Mack with. If you repeat it, and that was awfully close to a shining wizard there. Right in the face of the great MUTA. Now the leg drop by Johnny Ultra into the cover, trying to put away the current champion. And that might put the former champ right in the catbird seat for a rematch.
Johnny Ultra able to isolate Penta El Zero Miedo in the middle of the ring, and if Johnny Ultra can do this in a couple of months and potentially a heavyweight championship shot and control the champion this way, he could walk out as PCW heavyweight champion in the near future.
Johnny Ultra trying to neutralize the champion. Goes downstairs with the knee. Sunset flip attempt by Penta. Blind tag was made, and Callihan takes advantage.
Vicious kick to the back of the head. Penta might be out.
They say the most dangerous shot is the one you don't see coming, and especially when it's at the hands and the feet of the Death Machine.
They call him the Death Machine for a reason, as he now manipulates the joint and the small joints of Penta's right hand, that pinky and index finger bending in ways you're not supposed to bend them.
Well, he ate those chops earlier. He's probably not going to eat any more after this, trying to take away one of those primary weapons.
It's a great point. If you could take away the hands and fingers of Penta El Zero Miedo, how can he even get a tag to his partner, the great MUTA?
Takes away some of those shots, perhaps. Maybe he can't clasp his hands for the fear factor. Penta driver and a short clothesline by Johnny Ultra. As Callihan and Ultra right now just mauling Penta El Zero Miedo. And mocking him as well.
I love it. And that's exactly what I want to tell these fans every time I see them before and after shows. That one finger salute.
Absolute disrespect. You know, and it's such a polar opposite of Penta and MUTA. Penta and MUTA, they're two of the biggest stars from their homelands.
Oh, hey, look, partner, we've seen this before.
Yeah, we sure have.
Sami Callihan tying Penta El Zero Miedo's mask to that top rope, a double knot there, and with the assistance of Johnny Ultra.
And this leaves you a hell of a choice. Be helpless or unmask, which is the ultimate in disgrace in Lucha Libre, and that really puts the champion between a rock and a hard place here, Christian.
That's really a good point, Todd. There's no way he's removing that mask, so he's just stuck there. Great thing the veteran senior official Rick Knox on the case, but Sami's stopping him.
Well, and you'll recall, after losing the title at Refuse to Lose. It was Johnny Ultra who tried to rip the mask right off the face of the newly crowned champion.
Look at this. His mask becoming untied from the top rope, and Johnny Ultra tying him into the middle rope.
Penta doing his best to free himself, and again, the point I was going to make, more total disrespect by Callahan and Ultra. On the flip side, Muta and Penta came out here together, nobody home, and another shot down low, and I think Callahan's going to be singing the high notes.
These fans want to see it as Penta points to his corner where his ally lies in waiting, but not now.
Callahan cutting off that attempted tag by Penta, creating distance. Big time shot there by the champ.
Oof. That was one hell of a kick from the PCW Ultra Heavyweight Champion, Penta. El Cero Miedo, both men down now in the middle of the ring.
The body language by the legend, the Great Muta, tells me he wants in this thing, and he's been out on that apron for quite some time.
There it is!
Yep, Callahan couldn't stop him this time. In comes Johnny Ultra, low drop kick. And again, going downstairs. Muta starting to play the hits, dragon screw leg whip, I love it! The legend's fired up, and now one for Ultra.
The Great Muta comes in, and it's vintage Muta. A couple of dragon screw leg whips rather, and now a figure four in the middle of the ring from the Great Muta. Muta's legal.
Oh, we've seen Penta do this. Gonna try and disarm Callahan, and meanwhile Muta was styling and profiling. We mentioned he had won that NWA World's Heavyweight title in the past. Shades of the Nature Boy there.
Gotta love to see international wrestling superstars pay homage to one another.
Partner, how about that flurry of offense by Muta? Those dragon screws, those low drop kicks.
It felt just like Starrcade 89 all over again.
I think Starship Pain is going to be grounded after some of that offense.
Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Meeting of the minds. Now desperation attempt here by Ultra to steal the win. Only a count of two.
Penta, who controlled the beginning of this match, in trouble now.
And you got to take advantage when you're out there. Sling Blade, because these two teams, you're not going to see a lot in the way of tag team continuity here.
No.
So you got to take advantage. Try and win it for your team while you're out there, partner.
For Penta and Sammy, they just absolutely hate each other. For Sammy and Johnny Ultra.
Well, your first statement was correct as well. Everybody hates each other.
That's actually true too.
Except Penta and Muta, who have forged great respect. Callahan, big shot. And eats another one in kind, but certainly not kindly. Multiple shots now by the champ.
Ooh. And now continuity between Mundo and Callahan. Johnny Ultra, whatever his name is.
Yes, sir. Looks like I spoke too soon.
Ooh.
I don't think I could repeat what the champion said if we had pushed the SAP button, my man.
He seemed to invite that shot, and he got a couple kicks.
Blast off. Starship Pain. Double pin. Trying to take out their nemesis, and Muta in there for the save. Muta's seen enough.
Brilliantly, the Great Muta comes back into the ring, breaks up the pin. He knows how important this win is in this grudge match for his partner, Penta El Cero Miedo. And now double kicks
You get
to the inner thigh.
Oh,
to the inner thigh. Completely legal by Sami Callahan and Johnny Ultra.
Double low blow to the legend. And now looking for chairs, looking for equalizers.
You assume too often. You make an ass out of you and you all the time on this broadcast. Those were clearly legal to the inside thigh. Those are called inside leg kicks, Tom.
Callahan had eaten some shots to the inside thigh earlier, so I guess turnabout's fair play in this one.
Both Callahan and Johnny Ultra with chairs now.
Ultra Callahan trying to tune up the band. And Penta has zero fear. Swing and a miss.
Ooh.
Oh! Whoa!
Look at that!
Well, that's missed. The likes we've never seen. And there we go. Oh my God. That dragon was breathing fire. Now flip pile driver by Penta.
And that's a foreign object that missed.
Look out here, Shining Wizard on the mark. Ultra is in deep trouble. Penta driver. 1, 2, trace.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the team of Penta, El Cero Miedo, and the legendary Great